38 weeks to go, and as I said, episode 1 is going to be filmed from the Isle of Wight. So we've just got here, just got to the tent, just finished setting up. We're going to have 5 and have a chill out. It's been an early start this morning, 1:30. So we're going to get going. I'm going to do a bit of footage this weekend and things that help me and what works for me, and this definitely is one of them. You can't see anything because we're right at the back of the camping field at the moment, but we'll get some more footage afterwards and over the weekend, and stick around. But like I said, this is going to be episode 1 of series 2. We are going to look at getting some footage out, but it's just started raining, so wait for the rain to pass and then we'll crack on with some. But yeah, we'll keep going, stick around and see what happens this weekend. But for now, we're just going to have a chill out, get ready, have some food, and then mosey on down to the main arena. Early start was hard work this morning. 1:30 this up and then travelling. It's been hard work, but having 5 outside the tent now, we're going to have some food. And this festival's amazing. It just really refocuses the mind and everything, and helps you settle down. And so yeah, stick around and I'll get into more about how it actually does that to me. So stick around. So here we are, day 1. I thought I'd do this in days as we go along now. It makes it easier. We know where we are. And once we change the clothes, so we thought we'll have a go at doing days and just having a bit of reflection outside the tent, just a bit of a chill out. It's been a real long day. We started at 1:30 this morning. South Wales, 2 o'clock for the ferry. 2:30, sorry, to get to the ferry. And it's been a long day, and then you're queuing to get in, and we had a bit of rain earlier on. But these are the moments right now sat here. One reason I love this festival, because I spent all morning rushing around, bringing the stuff in, and we went backwards and forwards to the car to get stuff, in the van to get things, and I spent all morning rushing around, and I'm on edge then, trying to do things and trying to rush around. But then we sit outside the tent for 5 minutes, and all of a sudden things start to come calmer, and you start reflecting on things, start looking at things, and these are the moments that just keep me calm and grounded, and just make me. This is one reason this festival works for me. It is like my happy place, and I just love being here. And you can't see anything at the moment. We're gonna have a wander down now around a bit further down, but you can't see anything. You see a couple of things, and tents are around and things. But yeah, so yeah, this is day 1. It'll be a bit quiet today. We'll get into more about other things at this festival that help me out further on. But yeah, episode 1, Mind Over Mountain, series 2. How the hell has that happened? And it's moved faster than I thought, and I wasn't anticipating. But as I've said in previous ones, these videos really work for me as well, and I think it's important. And this is my biggest fear now, sat here now doing video. I hate doing it in front of people. I'm still not used to it, and there's people everywhere. Are you watching? I don't know, but it's something I've got to get used to, and we'll try and get used to this weekend. Let's see how the voice comes out a bit by the end of the weekend, if it's more relaxed and calm in front of people, and fingers crossed it will be. But for now, day 1, and just not rushing around anymore. And I know I did a video about not rushing around. You got to slow down, and this outside here now, just chilling, just kind of makes you take a step back and refocus and reassess everything, and all the problems, all the worries and stresses, not necessarily there. So yeah, let's see what else comes from this one, and what else we get into later on in this episode, because I'm sure we will. Here we are, day 2. I've been wanting to do this video all day, and been trying to do it, but we've had such a relaxing, peaceful laugh this morning with new people, new neighbours, new friends from the festival. We've just gotten like house on fire with different people, and it's been fantastic. And I'm trying to do it in front of people. I'm trying to get used to it, and it's not easy. I'm wanting to do it, and I did one earlier on walking up with Paul to the co-op, and I did that for TikTok, and I've done a short and walking back with that. So I'm getting there. I'm getting used to it, but it's still nerve-wracking as to do it. But again, things that help me out, and this is what the series is going to be about, things that help me out. And when I mentioned I wanted to do it earlier on, one reason it was important to, we were having a laugh and a joke with people in tents opposite us, people in tents around us, and we've just got on like house on fire. It's been fantastic. These are the reasons why this festival is so special to me, because we've just been chilling, talking, laughing and joking about things with people I don't even know, and it's been fantastic. And it's just been, you just sit there and you relax, you're chilled out. And me being old, you constantly wanting to be rushing around, and I don't. I sit down, I chill out, and unwind, and it's just fantastic place. And yesterday was a fantastic day after we'd managed to get in and things. The night was fantastic, brilliant night. It was just fantastic. A laugh, a joke with people I've not met before and things, and it's been fantastic. And today's been the same. I mean, we're on 3:30 now, and I didn't realise the time's going on, and we're going to get ready now and head down. And I want to try and get some footage for down in the main arena, but it's so loud in the background. I don't want to dilute the messages and the videos, and it's important that they come across the right way. But it's just, this series is about things that help me, and today has emphasised the importance of what helps me. You sit there, you unwind, you're outside your tent, you're not rushing around, and there's no need to rush around. You can chill out as much as you want and spend so much time there just relaxing and having a laugh. And this is what it's about. And all of a sudden the little problems again that we have in life just kind of go. But we're going to go and get ready, we're going to go and head down, and if I can get some footage from you know, a little bit of chatting further on down in the main arena, then we will, and we'll add it in. But this episode's going to be a bit mismatched from what the videos normally are, where they flow and things, and hopefully they flow. But this one's important to me. This first episode is to get myself used to filming in front of people, and I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself, probably too much, but I'm learning to deal with that because of the life lessons I've learned. And I'd like to do it in front of people, but on the other side of that, to just get the camera out and the phone out when you're having a laugh and a joke with people you don't know, in my opinion, is really, really rude. So I've enjoyed the moments spending time with people today, and here we are doing this. So we're gonna get ready, head down, and I'll get some videos. There might not be necessary talking down there, but it is going to be different days, different things, just accumulation of everything for this first episode, and things that help me. But this festival is why it's just my reset. I can feel it happening. I can feel the reset happening, and the realigning, the refocus, and the calmness is just there. Where we've gone from yesterday morning rushing around like an idiot, to being sat here now doing this, and I am doing it for the people. There's not many people around, but there's a couple. This is where we've been sat up there all day, and then we pan around and things. There's people around. There's people around, and so there are people around. It's not as if I'm not doing it in front of people, but yeah, just stick around. We'll get into more maybe later on. If not, we'll definitely be back with day 3 and a little bit of an update from there. Just before we head down, there's one thing I forgot to mention just now, that conversation with Paul yesterday after it popped on my time up, a picture of me and Paul when we turned up at the festival last year, and it makes you realise that when you've got pictures on things that you've been through and things, and you would see where you were and what was happening. And we took another picture yesterday of me and him together, and stood together and compared them to last year. So these are those images that you're watching me seeing now. It's mad how far I've come just from the weight loss. It's mad looking back at this, and it makes you realise that taking the little steps I speak about lots of times, it makes a big difference to everything you do. And you don't have to do it all at once. And these pictures are a year apart, and I started my weight loss journey in September, and the pictures you've just seen were yesterday, and it's physically, you can see a physical difference, and the rewards you feel then, and the self gratification you get, and sense of achievement you get from that, just really helps out and makes you realise that everything you do when you take that little step is really worth it. And it's so important to do it, to take the little step. And listen, I'm sat here doing a video in front of people, and this is why the voice is a bit quiet, it's nervous, but yeah, big difference. So there we are, we're gonna head down now anyway, so we'll see what we get. Spoke about how loud and noisy it is in the background when you're on your way down to the main arena and everything, and this is it. This is how it's mad. It's just crazy all around. We're just on our way down to the big top, and what's a band there, and then we'll make our way down to the main stage. But yeah, we'll try and do some footage from down here, but it's really hard because it's so loud and noisy. And ultimately, I'm doing this trying to get used to filming in front of people, but we'll see how it goes. Day 3, Saturday. Here we are in the morning. I've come Saturday away. People getting up, waking up, still trying to get used to filming in front of people. It's still nerve-wracking, but I think we're getting there. We're getting there slowly, but just on things that help me out. And conversations with people in and around the tents yesterday, and talking is one of those things that help me out. And you know, you get into conversations about what you're doing and what do you do, and I mentioned that I'm starting YouTube and what kind of content it is, and it got me thinking about stepping out my comfort zone. I did a video on it. If I don't have a go and listen to my own advice on there, then I'm a bit hypocritical. So yeah, stepping out my comfort zone is what I'm doing on here, and it's helping. Watching the videos back that I did on that is really helping me kind of overcome my fear, and it's going out my comfort zone is what gives me a buzz. And if and when this video goes out, it will go out, I'll have a sense of achievement for doing it and filming when there's people close and around and they can hear you. And I know my voice is still going to be nervous and shaking, it's a morning, but yeah, so we're going to have a bit more, see if we can get more in today in filming. But this helps me out by talking to people and listening to advice of people and watching my videos back of overcoming fears and challenges and things. And ultimately it's this festival. This is why it was important to do episode 1 for me. This festival just helps, resets and helps me recharge everything, and it's so important to me for that to happen, and then you can see clarity and things. But we're going to go and have a coffee and have a chill out again for this morning, head down to the main arena. I'm trying to get some footage, man. It's really loud to do, and I will try and get some more later on, not with any bands or anything, but just to show why it works for me and things. But you know, we're just here now chilling for breakfast. I'm going to wander back down where we are. It's really cloudy and misty and a bit colder today, but it's quite nice because yesterday was boiling, but it did drop down the temperature last night. But yeah, we're going to go and have a coffee and see what Saturday brings. Day 3, we're on our way down to the main arena. Did the video yesterday, a transformation picture of me a year ago talking to Paul, and this year's a bit of a special one for us. It's been a shit 3 months for Paul, and this weekend really helped him pick himself back up after the injury he had. And here we are on our way down to the main arena, and to see him have a smile back on his face after what he went through in March is just fantastic. And speak about what this festival does to help me out, and we've had conversations this weekend that Paul feels so much better and refreshed being here. He didn't think he was going to be here to come this weekend because of what happened, but here we are on our way to the main arena with a smile back on his face. So there we are. We'll see what happens today. Just to follow on from this morning, I sat there doing a video and I'm so nervous doing it, and I can see how nervous I am in the video, and it's mad still trying to get used to doing it in front of people. Here we are walking onto the main stage, and I thought I'd see what I'm like, see if I can do it, and it's not so bad. You just put it in your own head, you think people are watching and judging you, but we're walking down to the main arena and get down here and enjoy the rest of the day. Saturday now, what are we on? Saturday night, 8 o'clock. Better day today. Yesterday was a bit of a shit day, to be truthfully honest. There was no upbeat anthems or anything, and we're sat here now, and you can just see everywhere. These are the reasons this festival, it just helps me out. And we're sat here now with 2 friends now. We've been through, Paul being one of them, and Ray, he's been through things as well, and we're going to have a quick chat and see how things pan out, and something we haven't done before. I'm saying nervous as hell. I said how nervous I was about filming in front of people, and you can obviously see how many people are around. And we're Paul, we're going Paul first. In March he had a fall in our garden and fractured his skull, and he wasn't going to come this weekend, and he's battled his way back, and he's can't work, can't drink, can't drive, and it's been really tough. And like I said, there's a couple of videos going out the last couple of days with Paul involved in, and it's been a struggle for him, and I'm nervous doing this, and Paul's even more nervous now, and we're doing a video sat here in the Isle of Wight, and you look at it and think this video is going to go straight out, and nothing's further from the truth because it's a video, and it only was. So Paul fractured his skull. He was basically unconscious for 2.5 weeks, and he's battled back. But the show went out the weekend I was in the Isle of Wight, saying about that it's nice to see the smile back on his face, and the glows has come back, and it's truly unbelievable to see the glow back on his face. And Paul does lots on TikTok with different content and things and everything, and it's more of a thing that makes people laugh, which still is really important. What I'm getting at is this festival, we're fully aware that I mentioned how much it helps me out, and me and Paul have literally just had a conversation about this festival has made him feel so much better with everything that he's been through, and it is truly like a reset. And I'm not going to put too much pressure on him, but if he wants to say anything, he's more than welcome to say anything.
Like my old self, I was nervous about the noises, like a bad year next to my brain. And I feel like my old self. It's been amazing being able to get back here.
And then, so Paul is really nervous, as I am. And then we got Righty, who's been itching all weekend to get involved in a conversation. It's cowboy hat, fantastic, and he went through. We were right saying this, are we? Circumcision, how long ago?
6 years ago.
6 years ago, because he needed to get checked and things, and he felt it's important to, after having a conversation with him. It's the first weekend we've met. We haven't met before. He's friends of Paul and Sarah's, and me and Righty haven't met before. And when I mentioned it on Thursday night about starting a YouTube channel, he mentioned that he wanted to get involved and do it because he felt his story generally could help people out, and I don't know how much this channel is about helping people out. And he went. I'm going to pass over because we've had a conversation about things, but I think it's important that he puts his message across himself, and he had to. It's important to help yourself out on this story. So,
yeah, so probably about 6.5 years ago I started suffering. You know, I was just turning 40, and I was having some problems with my foreskin actually, and it's really easy to make a joke about it, and then when you're talking with you kind of don't talk about it with your pals, then you do talk about it with your pals and they make a bit of a joke about it. But actually it's something that a lot of men go through, where it's the thickening of your foreskin, and it becomes really uncomfortable for both physical and mental. And I was very fortunate that I had healthcare through work, and I managed to pluck up enough courage to go to the doctors. And after I'd been to the doctors, they kind of put me into a specialist within 2 weeks, and within 3 weeks I'd had an operation. And then a friend of mine at work said to me, "What, you know, I didn't know you were going on holiday, because you kind of talk every week, etc., etc." And I said, and actually I plucked up enough courage to tell him what I was going in for. So I told my boss, and he did the right thing and kept it confidential. But I told my friend from Wales, and he said, "Do you know what, Paul? I'm having the same problem." And he's got a few years on me. I said, "How do you do? You've got to get it done. You've got to go and get it checked." And then I went in 2 days later. And it was the best thing I ever done, because you know it changes the way you feel, it changes the way you operate as well, and it can really get in the way of life, and you don't realise that until you're brave enough to get it done. And then this done 2 weeks after me, and he kind of went through the journey 2 weeks later. And I guess the bit that I kind of missed is if I had a me telling T-Rad, I probably would have went through the situation with someone supporting me through it. But I felt good that, one, that I had it done, and two, that I got to support a good friend of mine as well as a colleague to get it done actually. So you know, if you're suffering with anyone, then please just go and get it checked out. It's the most important thing.
I think that's a fantastic message, and I talk about what things that can help you. And we had a conversation outside the tent with people that we'd never met before, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and outside. And the importance is to make sure if there's anything wrong, you check. But mental health is a massive thing, and I don't want to lean on the fact of mental health and things, and I don't want to lean on, I'm not leaning, this channel isn't about necessarily mental health, it's not about that kind of stuff. It is and it isn't, and I'm not leaning on men's mental health, but my opinion, and again it's my opinion, as everything always is, it's my opinion. None of this is advice, it's guidance, it's not advice, it's not guidance, it's my opinion. And life lessons, men don't talk, they don't talk about problems. I think what Wright he's just spoke about, absolutely phenomenal. It's phenomenal what he's just opened up about. I think that is so powerful, so powerful. That's phenomenal. I got Wrighty sat to my left and I got Paul sat to my right, and Wrighty opened up about what he just spoke about there. It's unbelievable to put yourself out there. And Paul falling, fractured his skull, a life-changing injury was the concern and the worry and the stress that was on Sarah and his kids and everything was astronomical. It was horrendous 2.5 weeks, and this is me talking from what me and my wife Anna was going through. I'm selfish on that, to be honest. It was the fact that Sarah and the kids with Paul were going through even more than we were. We suffered. It was phenomenal, but I do appreciate both of them getting involved and having us talk, and it means the world. And Saturday doing this video after the one I did starting day 3 in a field with people who we got on with, walking up and down, really nervous, and you can obviously see how many people are around me. So we will come back tomorrow for day 4 and see what that brings. I've done videos today now, sat here with Paul and Righty. It's been nerve-wracking, and we sat here, and I wasn't going to do anything at night, but I do think it's important to emphasise the point of why it works for me. And we're sat here now waiting for the next act to come on, and just having a laugh and joke and a whale of a time. But then you get this kind of thing. It's just phenomenal place. And the Facebook post today, comments about, is it really that good? And yeah, it is. It's phenomenal place. And me and Paul spoke tonight now after the video we did, and it's a different person from what happened in March. It's phenomenal what happened in March, and people, I'm bored of my own voice talking about what it does to me, this place, how it makes me feel. And I don't like to keep talking about it and things, but if something does work for you, share it with people. And yeah, this really works. So yeah, fantastic. We're gonna go. We're gonna get ready now for this main stage act on a Saturday night, which I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, day 4, a bit of a reflection day today, and videos that went out last night with Paul and Righty. It was quite strong messages really come off from, you know, Paul's been through so much in 3 months. To sit around today, we haven't rushed around. It's so warm as well, it's absolutely baking today, so we haven't rushed around. So, but yeah, going back to the video last night, Paul's been through so much since March, falling, and there's so many comments, family members saying how much better he looks in himself from being here. I speak numerous times about what this festival does to me, and Paul's kind of echoed that point of how it's helped him out this time. And right, his message last night was so important. What he's been through is phenomenal, and it just emphasises the importance, if there is anything wrong, you're not sure something's right, go and get checked, go and have a look, go and get something sorted out. Don't be too proud, don't be scared of reaching out to somebody. You never know what might be needed. And when I met Right on Thursday night, he mentioned about this YouTube channel and things, and he wanted to do a video, and he felt because of the message I put out there that it might generally help somebody, and he's taken a lot of courage for him to say what he said on that video. And I think it's fantastic for him to open up as honestly as he did, and it can't have been easy for him, but it's never easy trying to do something different or step out your comfort zone. This is what I'm doing this weekend. We're sat here now, and we're sat here, there are people around, and I've been trying to do it all day, but there are people around still, a little bit. I think Paul's in the background somewhere there he is, but you gotta be willing to have a go at stepping out, because things do become easier. Once you do it once, it becomes easier. Once you do it twice, it becomes easier again. So you can't live in fear of not having a go. And this weekend, it's just worked for me again. So reflective, and Sunday's always a calmer day, and we've had to today because it is baking. It's so warm. I haven't long been out of the shower. We're gonna head down to the main arena, enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll see if we had any more footage of this. But I think it's just been important to have a reflective day today without pushing anything. We've had a couple of messages over the last few days, and we're getting there. So there will be a follow-on part to this episode that I may do when filming I'm home, just as a reflection of the whole episode. But it's been a challenge that I set myself at the end of season 1 to do some footage in the Isle of Wight, and I've done it. So we're gonna go and get changed. You can see Paul in the background. Look, there he is, smiling. So we're gonna go and get ready and head down to the main arena. Well, that's another one done. That's been amazing. Best one yet. Best one festival yet. We met some amazing people. We just had such a laugh, such a joke this weekend. It's been absolutely phenomenal. It's been best one yet. And just like that, we're back. Another one done. 6th year this year. It's been amazing. It's been my best one yet. It was one I've enjoyed more than any. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Not necessarily because of the lineup, but it's just been an amazing laugh all weekend. And we're back. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I think we got back about 8 o'clock last night. So by the time we got stuff sorted out and things, it was a bit too late to do anything. So I've now had a shave, because I can't believe how fast that was grown over the weekend. It's been boiling. But yeah, I thought we'd kind of close episode 1 out with a bit of reflection, home, back, and it's been amazing. And one reason it's been so good is festivals. You meet people who are just like-minded people who you get on with. It's fantastic. We've spent every day sat by our tents talking to people we'd never met before this weekend, and amazing, lovely people with same things they go for and things, and it's been fantastic. And a lot of it's helped me by talking to them and mentioning the YouTube, and everybody we've been, not just by the tents, with everyone else we sat with when right to doing a video was, I think, so I was a bit apprehensive about doing it, but I think it's another avenue to look at for the channel, maybe, and maybe something I look going forward. But it was for him to step up and want to do that, and when I mentioned to him Thursday night about the YouTube channel, he wanted to do something. So that one we did Saturday night. There was no script, it was nothing, it was nothing involved. We did it with writing, did it with Paul, and there's been shorts go out over the weekend of physically seeing the difference and improvement in Paul from his head injury. It's because he had an head injury, don't you know? And it's so amazing to see the smile back on his face. And we've had conversations, and I speak a lot about Isle of Wight Festival and what he does for me, and it's on his channel, and the importance of how it resets me and how it helps out. And Paul wasn't going to come up till I think 3 or 4 weeks before this festival. Sarah and Paul weren't going to come because Paul was struggling with, he's got problems with his ear, he can't hear properly, and he managed to get something that helped out with it, and he could see every day the smile was coming back to his face, and we had numerous conversations, obviously, about things this weekend. And he knew last year how much he enjoyed last year, how much they both enjoyed last year. It's important. They decided to want to come then. Paul's building his strength up, and he was in a bad way in March when he fell. It was bad. It wasn't good, and he's wanting to look at doing things. Paul's got a lot of followers on TikTok, and he does a lot of things on TikTok, and he's looking to want to get into doing more of this that I do. And it's the same as anything. No one likes their own voice, especially when he's starting. Writing stories, it can be inspirational. It just emphasises the point of talking, and I'm going to get more into the importance of what talking does to help me out. I think in next week's episode, that's something I'm going to look at doing next week, and back up the mountains for next week's episode, which, to be honest, I can't wait for. And not because I'm comfortable still filming in front of people, because I love the mountains. We know how much I love the mountains, same as I love the Isle of Wight. And so I get back to the mountains, do a bit of talking. But this weekend has worked again. It's reset. It's been fantastic, and it's flown by at the blink of an eye. It's been the fastest one we've had, and we've just spent all weekend laughing. It's been an amazing, amazing weekend, and all the people I've met have just been phenomenally supportive of the YouTube channel, of everything. And it does actually make you sit back and realise that having people around you to talk to, and even people you don't know, if you don't talk to people you don't know, you're never going to know if you're going to get on with them. So it's important to do it at times, and to get other people's opinions, I suppose market research for want of a better term, but to see their thoughts on it. It wasn't something I went up to him and said, I do a YouTube channel. It was a conversations that happened. You have conversations with people, what do you do, and things like that. So it was conversations that come around there, and it's been amazing. Again, it's worked. It's fantastic. The reset's there, and the weather's back as well, which makes it better. But this episode is a bit, I don't want to say mismatched, but it's done from the festival, and there was no plans, there was no scripts as to what I was going to talk about or when I was going to do it or any point of the day. The whole idea of the episode was to force me out of my comfort zone, because I spoke before about people only develop, in my opinion, by going out of the comfort zone. So I've done that this weekend. It's still been hard work. I found it really tough still. I'm hoping that when the episode goes out, that it might make me feel a bit better because people can see it. But the comments and things from Facebook and TikTok of what you're doing on YouTube is fantastic, and those comments mean a lot. And we're going to get negativity, and that's fine. I'm aware we're going to get negativity, and everything we do is part of life. But so this episode's been a bit mismatched. Next week we'll go back to one theme, which I think is going to be important to what talking does for me and helps me out and helps me move forward. I've gone out my comfort zone this weekend, and I can see the video I'm doing with Paul and Wright on Saturday night, and I can, when I've been watching it back, I can see the traits like I'm doing now. My fidgets, my little, they helped me calm down. Playing with my hat was a lot of it in the festival. It's because I'm really nervous still doing it in front of people. So when I'm fidgeting, I'm finding these are what traits help me calm down, and it works for me, and it keeps me relaxed. Just having something to fidget with, my glasses at times, another one in my hand, just in my hand. It's just something, take the focus off doing videos, and I've enjoyed it. Ultimately, it's been rewarding for me, even if the views don't come. I've benefited from this as I wanted to. The end of series 1, I said I was going to do it, and I've done it. It's another thing ticked off from what I wanted to do. It's another development in going out of my comfort zone, which is what gives me a buzz. And I'm sat here now doing this video in my shared studio, and it just, I feel so relaxed because I've actually done what I wanted to do. If I hadn't done it this weekend, I'd have come back with a lot of regret for not doing it, for not going out of my comfort zone. And I said in part of the video that I'd have been quite hypocritical if I hadn't have had a go with it. So I've had a go, how it comes out and how it's portrayed and things. I hope it's fantastic. I hope it works, and I hope it helps other people out. And as with the channel, I hope the channel helps other people out, which is what I wanted to do. And ultimately, watching the numbers over the weekend I was in the Isle of Wight, I think I went up about 15 subscribers over that weekend. Mention it to people, and people start watching, and people want to interact. So yeah, fantastic weekend with some really, really amazing people who have been in and around us all weekend, different groups of people, and it's just been an absolute ball. It's been an absolute laugh. Where are we booking next year? 100%. 100%. We're going with the family next year. So me and Anna, it's our 6th year, but yeah, the kids will be coming next year as well, and it's something to look forward to. It's a different experience again next year, but it's just lovely. And we spent the day yesterday, a couple of hours in Shanklin on the seafront, boiling not again, but have an ice cream, iced latte, coffee, just to reflect. And it's fantastic. So I'm not necessarily pushing the Isle of Wight Festival. What I'm pushing is finding something that works for you, finding something that grounds you, finding something that helps you refocus. This is what this channel's about. Something that will work for you, something that will ground you, something that will take a step back, make you take a step back. That's the ultimate bottom line. Makes you take a step back and then start taking a little step to go forward again. And I've done that this weekend. I had no expectation of how long this video was going to be. I had no expectation of what I was going to talk about. There's a couple of parts in the video that one of them I was filming kind of end of our tent. And one of the ladies we met started walking up to me, and I turned around and looked, and a little bit of panic kicks in, and I spoke to her about it afterwards doing it. She said I'd quickly turn around to walk away. I mean, you don't need to do that. It's me filming, and it actually helped. And then there was other parts where the people are looking and watching and things, and I'm thinking, I got to get used to it. And so I have. And but yeah, it's not about the Isle of Wight. It's about a refocus, reset, and again, what helps you? Just find something that helps you, because my opinion, and again, this whole video, my whole channel is my opinion. It's not advice, it's not guidance, as it never is. It's my opinion, and it's important to find something that helps you. Right, he talked to somebody and he went to see about it. Massive admiration for the boy, because that's fantastic to have done what he's done. And if that helps somebody else out, then fantastic. Paul, he doesn't do himself, he does himself an injustice with how strong he is, how mentally strong he is. He's battled back from horrendous injury, and I'm it's not my information to divulge or share the severity of everything. He's happy to be on the video, he's happy to be doing things, and Paul is wanting to do more, and he has got things on his TikTok with some of the videos that happened, and he has got some of the things on Facebook about things that happened, and it's been really important for Paul to reset. He's had the same effect. The Isle of Wight Festival this year has had the same effect on him to help him recover as it does on me, and I know that because we've had conversations, and it's been, he does himself injustice, and he helps me more than he realises by having conversations with me about this channel. And he does himself an injustice for how important a person he is for everyone he's got around him, and he's the most genuine, humble guy you'll ever meet. And so I really do appreciate the support Paul's gave this weekend, as everybody has, to my channel, and it's fantastic. And we'll be back next week. One more thing, if anybody is wanting to do anything or have a walk and talk, or I don't want it scripted, I want just walk and talk. So I'm not going to script anything. I don't believe it's the best thing to do. I believe more honesty comes out of things that are unscripted than it does by scripting stuff. And on that, my other series, Stuck to Strong, I think I'm probably going to finish early. It's episode 8, because I'm not feeling the flow of that one as I do with his walking videos. I feel more comfortable doing these ones. I I'm not saying it's ending, that one isn't, but this one's more powerful. But if anybody wants to do any walking or talking or just a chat or anything, that they're happy to be filmed or do anything, give me a shout. We'll have a look, but we won't be scripting anything. But we'll talk as humans should. People should talk, and they don't. Society's changing that. But again, these are my opinions. These aren't anything I've got to go on. But guys, I really, really do appreciate the support, the messages and everything. And next week we get back to episode 2 of series 2 of Mind Over Mountain. Back up into the mountains. Thank you, guys.